What must be in a junk drawer to make it a junk drawer and quat. I will tell you what I have in mind if that helps. Many loose AA and AAA batteries, some might work some might not. A born-again Christian pamphlet, not religious. Just like the butterfly on the front. A few used/new matchbooks. Toothpicks. A deck of cards held together by a rubber band. 6 loose rubber bands. Half a scissor. Open pack of Orbit gum. A plastic Ziploc bag labeled dead AA plus AAA batteries with a small broken Halloween decoration inside. Motion activated which thing. Paper clips. Cacti growth hormones. It's not about the items specifically. It's about their relationship to each other. Or, to be more precise, their complete lack of relationship to each other. A junk drawer is one in which at least 66% of the items are functionally random. So for instance, even though your kitchen drawer has many different types of utensils, they're all mostly for cooking, so it's not a junk drawer. Even though it may share some superficial characteristics with one. Ours was pens, pencils, usually with broken erasers, half dried out markers, random manuals for small toys, batteries that may or may not be dead, random receipts, a few screws, nails, and washers, a measuring tape, half-empty container of dental floss, random keychains we would get at school, half-empty mini hand sanitizer, paper scraps, a roll of masking tape with 2 layers left, super degraded rubber bands, and probably more. I think there was a Squinky, some toy my sister had, and a pair of Polly Pocket pants in there too. Have you even been ghosted? In my experience, ghosting is 95% expected. While the other 5% are crazies who freak out on me for nothing. Had one recently, which makes me leave. Once and only once has a woman shown the decency to outright tell me that she rushed into talking to me and wasn't truly mentally ready. Manners are a dead thing of the past. #X200B. The ghosting really only hurt early on. Now I don't care anymore. You get used to it. Absolutely, destroys me for several weeks. I would rather someone just say they're done with me beforehand. It's probably the worst thing you can do to me outside of physical violence. Got ghosted by who I considered a best friend and his girlfriend who I also considered a good friend. To this day I do not understand why, and it's definitely affected my trust in people. Granted, I was drinking at that time. And I might have said/done some stupid. But no explanation? I'd cow people can do that. That's when I realized people don't think like me, so it takes years get close to people. Porcupine lol. No surprise that I only have 2 close people in my life. But rather that then get backstabbed again. Mostly when just starting out messaging each other. I know I ask a lot of questions. But I actually want to get to know the person. So I ask random questions that change as the conversations develop. Not everyone likes that. And those that don't will stop messaging all of a sudden. Only had it happen a couple times after actual dates. Usually I get the I didn't feel any chemistry in quat. Or the I just don't think it's going to work out type responses. Which is more or less a nice I of ghosting someone. Last quick response. And then nothing else afterwards. No real reason to why things weren't going to work out. What would you love to eat as your last meal? I think I would go out with some class. Give me a juicy steak cooked to medium rare with steamed veggies. A garden salad and a few starters including an awesome soup. I'll chase it down with some alcohol to give liquid courage. But something not so strong that it would ruin the flavor and experience of my meal. Throw on a couple of my vinyl records softly playing in the background, maybe some bluesy rock. And you can fire away. A dozen chicken wings. I thought about but this on my commute today. In my military days I worked 12+ hour shifts for 6 days a week with 1 day off. On that day off, that was my cheat meal, and the chow served chicken wings only on that day. Perhaps there's some kind of psychology at play, but I've came to associate chicken wings with feeling kind of free for a moment. I would sleep in. Wake up almost when I pleased. Walked 15 minutes through a scorching desert and grabbed a couple dozen wings. I didn't talk to anyone. Just put on South Park and laughed my off with a mouthful of chicken wings. If it was my last meal, I'd probably do just that. As far as I know, there is no alcohol allowed for death row inmates in the United States. So I'll assume this isn't an American execution. I'm going to keep it simple because I can't assume the cook does sous vide or has a Baum density gauge. A seriously marbled, rare to medium rare sirloin, demi-glace, and mashed potatoes with A and apos. The cholesterol. I'm dead amount of butter. Steamed asparagus and Brussels sprouts on the side. Caramelized in the pan with a little Gurgler butter. To wash it down. A bottle of 1975 Grange Hermitage. How to reply when someone apologizes to you. We good man. Say thank you in quat. It works in any setting. If it's a regular person, just say thank you or no problem or no worries or all good etc. If it's someone you hate and you know the apology is insincere, demand he actually kiss your like Vince McMahon's Kiss My Club. Only then would his apology be truly sincere. The problem is, mistake is fixed or not. And mistake is repeated or not. I appreciate and accept your apology. And quat, a true apology comes with changed behavior. And I don't feel like I need to explain to them that I don't want it to happen again. Most people recognize that if they have to apologize for an act, it wasn't a good act. So, they apologize and I accept. Maybe we can still be cool. Maybe the apology just means we're not adversaries. But the friendship is over. Either way, if they repeat their actions, I cut them off. Once is an isolated incident. Twice is a pattern of behavior. Thrice is a foundational element of their personality. I run on a two-strike system.